Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn June 18, 2022. You seem to be able to identify areas of vulnerability today, and then take steps towards releasing frustrations. Some challenges with family or insecurities can emerge and demand your attention. Ideally, these open up an opportunity to face things and move forward. You're emotionally ready and equipped to wrap something up, and the work you do on a problem now can lead to wonderfully empowering feelings. Whether it's with someone or with yourself, a problem area can be exposed now, and you're determined to resolve it. Watch for being defensive when sincerity and honesty yield the best results now. Later today, a Sun-Saturn transit brings practical and beneficial energy for straightening things out. Aim to tap into the rewards of this influence by channeling your energy into organizing something in your life that can use some tidying. Sorting activities fare best, and moderate financial and business moves are generally favored. There are certain days when life falls into place in the meticulously organized way you expect. Today's planetary configuration may bring a touch of chaos to your love life. You may not be sure where either of you stands on an issue that is particularly important. Thinking about it won't help either. You will have to learn from similar instances in the past and use your intuition. Ambition does not always work out as intended. You tend to be a careful zodiac sign who likes to work towards a long-term goal. However, the Mars-Chiron conjunction in Aries may feel like a trigger to act out of turn. You might be wondering what you are waiting for and questioning what is holding you back from assuming authority over your ambitious nature. Instead of shying away from taking the lead with force and gumption, use this conjunction to feel empowered in your ability to pave your way in your career. Only you can hold yourself back from greatness. There might be some tasks you're anxious to take care of today, but you might have to spend some time waiting for certain information before you can actually get them done. This might make you feel antsy, but don't panic. The information will come and you'll be able to proceed in a timely manner. This might involve a short trip to make a delivery. Your efforts won't go unnoticed. Hang in there. You lose your cool very quickly, particularly in difficult talks where you say things that hurt other people. This can place a strain on your relationships in the long term and you will soon regret your words. Always be careful and retain your inner calm. A relaxed attitude helps to clarify matters. Take care of business before you access the fun. You'll beat yourself up too much later if you let yourself down now. You've got time for everything. It's all about setting a manageable pace. With a grumpy attitude and a rather arrogant mood, you aren't likely to be at your best, and if you feel this way, must avoid dates or meetings with people you care about. Fortunately, your mood changes, you're far more human again, the circumstances you desire are much more likely to occur and fall into place. If there's something interesting that you've been wanting to get involved with, this is a great day for it. Adventure brings excitement, creative flow, and energy to you, and as a Sagittarian, these are essential. Yours is often a highly artistic nature, and continual stimulation is required to keep your psyche healthy. Make a point to experience something new today, even if it's a walk in an uncharted place to you. It'll bring the adrenaline you need. The spirit of cooperation is strong on this day. No matter what you do or where you go, you are certain to notice that people seem to naturally work together. This can be very inspiring for you. If you are not approached to work in a partnership, consider taking the initiative and get things going. Combining your talents with the skills of another person can see you both reach greater heights. 11. See what you can develop and create under this influence. Having the moon in your income sector just as a friendly aspect between Saturn here and the sun in your work sector is doing more than just add to the positive and empowering conditions on the income and job fronts. On the one hand, this is sharpening your nose for money in a way that helps you to exploit both new job and untapped income potential. On the other hand, as the sun and moon move towards their own friendly aspect, after clashing as a full moon earlier in the week, this is restoring harmony to the heavens. It wasn't just the moon's passage through Capricorn and the friendly aspect it formed to Venus, the planet of love in your romantic sector as it moved through that leaves you with a new sense of romantic confidence. It was that it happened just as Venus was aligned with the North Node that has given your heart a sense of direction and a much better sense of what you want from love. Our eyes in the sky. With the moon in spontaneous, expansive and adventurous Aquarius, you're ready to stay out all night and party the hours away, but deep down somewhere you know that operating in non-stop entertainment mode has to come to an end at some point, and that point should probably be well before dawn if you have anything productive to do in the morning. Right? At the same time, we see a T-square forming between the Moon, Sun and Neptune in mutable signs, creating adaptability and a drive to submerge yourself in whatever's going on around you. While these can be very positive things, you'll have to be careful not to get too caught up in just going with the flow, bruh. This is classic. If your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump too? Energy that the universe is throwing your way. Being too flexible and pliable, aka playable, can lead to trouble, especially in combination with the fiery Sag full moon. Your communication skills and mental clarity could take a small hit when the moon forms an unbalanced aspect to Mercury later in the afternoon. If you've been working hard all day, now would be a good time to take a break and indulge in a healthy snack. As evening falls, you'll likely be in the mood for adventure and socialization. If you can swing it, try to make some plans to meet your best pals for dinner, and be sure to try out a place you've never been to before. In the pre-dawn hours, Mercury in Cancer forms a sextile to Uranus in Taurus, expanding our minds. This transit allows us to have dynamic conversations which broaden our awareness without causing controversy. Discussions may center around concepts of radical care and compassion, or how to foster empathy. We tend to assume that caring for others means to hold space for their comfort, which is not entirely inaccurate. However, there comes a time when comfort becomes coddling, which hinders one's ability to evolve and thrive. It is currently valuable to push others a bit outside of their conceptual comfort zones, and we expect the same treatment in return. In this way, self-discovery becomes the mechanism for engagement in the wider world. After sunup, the moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius. While we might typically jump into a new adventure without much forethought under the optimistic Aquarius moon, Saturn provides patience and aids us in planning an agenda we can be confident in. Resultingly, our enthusiasm for the moment stays intact, but we can also get the logistical basics in order and ensure we have the necessary supplies. Whether we are prepping for a project or a trip, or planning long-term future goals, this transit will get our feet firmly planted on the ground so we can innovate with confidence without losing our critical sense of idealism.